It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom led pilgrims to Plymouth Bay. Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and end. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin's Wharf, Fenway Park, Old North Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Boom.
Whoa.
What's up, bud? How we doing?
Good, man. I kind of like the 8 o'clock start. Not bad.
So, figure 8 o'clock on the days that there aren't court. Okay.
Oh,
Court
okay.
days are a little different because it's 45 minutes to an hour away. So we got to start earlier.
So that's tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Here we go, right?
Cold.
Good morning, American Dreamer.
Hey, Tom.
There's people in the chat already. 123 people, Mike. Good morning,
Come on.
everybody. Wow.
Wow.
That's
What?
awesome.
Why am I echoing?
Do you have it open on your phone?
No.
Do you have
I
it
can hear
open?
you.
Is there another tab on it?
No.
All right, let me close everything on my end.
Anyways.
Anywho.
But what a weekend.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
A lot of chatter on the X. Yeah, I can hear it on your side for sure.
I have echo?
Yeah, I can hear it. Well, when I talk, I can hear me. I can hear me on your side. It looks like
A reverberation?
Yeah.
How about
okay
that?
now though? Yeah,
Is that
good.
better? Gone?
No, not anymore. Nope.
Gone?
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me? Gone?
Yeah.
Well,
No,
I hit
it's still echoing.
Now it's gone.
Yep.
Bang. Oh,
The DB's like, I call this my commute time with Tommy and Mike. Well, hey, yeah. Welcome back to work, people. Vacation's
I know,
over.
right?
People are back in school.
kids on the bus, get them out, come back in, get your coffee, get scented, get stuff ready, do your list, make a list. Everyone makes a list for the day, right?
Yeah. I gotta know, how many people have their tree down already?
Oh, that's a good one. I got mine up still.
Me too. I don't know. It's gonna come down today.
I'll show you.
Oh yeah. Nice.
See my
Nice
wallpaper?
little yeah. What is that? Sticks?
Fishing rods.
That's fishing rods.
Some of them.
Oh, it looks like I got like a piece of sticks all the way across your wall.
Like bamboo, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that idea. So
Well,
what do you have
what
at
else?
the bottom? You have like at the bottom like some holders all the way across the bottom.
No, they're all everyone's got reels on them. Everyone has a reel.
Oh yeah.
Some are bait casters. I'd say maybe half more of them are bait casters. I don't know. I have a bunch.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. It filled up a whole wall.
And these aren't the ones you get at Walmart. These are the ones.
No, I know.
These are different.
Yeah.
Little different stuff. So, listen, I have a question for you, Mike.
Sure.
In the past call it the past year, okay? 1 year.
Yep.
Karen's been on trial for 3, almost, right?
Yep.
In one way or the other. However, in the last year, how many people associated or who worked on the Karen Reed case, how many of them people got reprimanded at their work for what they were doing at their job. For whatever reason, because we don't even know what the reasons were. We
You're
just know
talking about
certain people were punished. How many
supporters,
people
you
were
mean?
punished at the
Supporters?
district attorney's office,
Oh,
the
shit.
DA's office, the people that worked on the Karen Reed case, right?
All right,
Those
hold on.
people.
All right, hold on. I'm going to give you a 12, 13, 14. I'm going to say 15.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I get 5.
Well, Canton
Beelin,
9.
Beelin,
Oh, you're talking about inside
people
the district.
inside it,
Oh,
like people
oh,
that worked on the Karen Reed case in the
I
district
thought,
attorney's office, the
I
DA's
thought
office.
you were talking about like the FKR movement people that were like harassed by at
Oh God,
work
yeah.
or okay, all
That's
right,
a whole
sorry.
different topic. This
Yeah,
is
all right.
the DA. How many people got reprimanded or
Okay.
aren't there now in the past
3.
year?
I can think of 4 off the top of my head real quick. Traub,
That's who
Proctor,
it was.
Tully, and Bayland. And well, you could say Lally because he's not the lead prosecutor on this one.
All right, I have Tully, Fanning, Proctor, Buchanan. They all in one way
Oh, that's right.
lost days or were reprimanded some
Yeah.
way, moved
Yeah.
lateral. We then have Traub. We have Beelin,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And now Lally's sitting down.
Yep.
And you tell me that these people handle that case with such integrity that they're still there standing behind it, because that's what it is. They don't want nothing to do with it, so they bail.
Yeah.
We can also add, you ready for this? Guess who we can add to that list?
Canton PD.
No, DA's office.
Uh,
Who got
well,
hit by a car? Who's currently out on medical leave?
Garino.
Garino's. We can add him to the list because he's not in a rush to come back. I'm sure he's
Yeah, I don't think he
resting.
wants
I'm
to
sure he's resting after that.
And Trooper Paul will not be testifying.
Trooper Paul is not there anymore.
He'll be testifying.
So you tell me again, you have all these people working on one case, and in one way or the other, they're gone. Mike, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Call it. Think of what we don't know. We'll call it 10. Call it 10. Does that happen? I mean, look at what happened in New Orleans. The guy that was doing the child stuff, the child exploitation stuff, and the district attorney's office, he shot himself in the DA's office.
Yeah. That's some pretty shady people going on.
He had nothing. Well, there was no reason other than work, and I'm sure he had everything laid out in front of him, right? It doesn't. There's a problem here, bud. And Karen is in the middle of it because they're trying to put all this on her with all their resources.
Yeah. Like it's a battle that
Mike.
I can't believe they haven't thrown the towel yet, but it's amazing.
Mike. Karen, doesn't matter how mad she gets. Karen doesn't have that ability to do that type of harm to another person. You can see it in her soul, but I'm telling you, look at her whole family, right?
Yeah.
Apple don't fall far from the tree.
No.
We can look at other families in Canton and say that's absolutely true.
Gosh.
Did you see what happened on the standout?
Yeah, I got this pic. There was pictures all over X. Yeah.
Bad.
That's
let me go there.
Hey, that's admissible. Character flaw.
Dude, that's not good.
Allie's all upset or whatever she might say, or I don't know how she's gonna play this one out. She can't go up there crying this time, like, oh my God, I'm so upset. I'm getting harassed as she's driving by, flipping the Canton salute to us.
Yeah. Yep.
That was a big mistake on their part. And guess what? We'll be there next Friday. Because I'll tell you what, it got traction. People were pissed, or people were beeping. It kind of gives you a sense of like where Canton's at. right? How many beeps, how many waves, who's looking at you, who's giving you the bird? Because those two weren't the only birds we got, by the way.
Oh, no. I mean,
So just yeah.
it's almost as I don't want to call it vote by beep, but it's as if people are voting as they're coming by and they're beeping,
Well,
right? Or they're flipping us off.
You get a sense because everybody knows what's going on, right? So
Yes,
everybody it's not like, oh, what's that about? They know, hey, oh,
exactly,
geez.
Mike. Boom, Mike.
Like,
That's exactly it.
it's how you take the temperature, right? Take the temperature, just like someone getting a ticket. Take the temperature of the Canton police station. They're pissed. They're gonna give somebody else a ticket for trespassing. I mean, right?
You need a ticket?
What
I
happened?
got one. I got one
Where?
from a trooper. So guess what, Mike? As of the other day, like I'm not arrested. I'm not in jail. I haven't done anything wrong, but that's a whole nother story. But the
Right.
trolls, remember the trolls?
Yeah.
Oh, we're all getting arrested. We're all getting summons. Guess what? I think it's going to be working the other way around. I think people are going to be getting letters in the mail sometime soon.
Yeah. I know that for a fact.
Mm.
Those won't be tickets. They'll be summonses.
And you know what, Mike, you know what the best part of this whole thing is?
What?
100% of all internet traffic is logged. So you just need to know who to ask for what files. So if you ask for the log files of the router, that will tell you that this person at this place, at this IP, went and did this. It's a direct path. It's how you get to the internet. Like right now, I'm looking at a page on Twitter.
Yeah.
My router is all, this is all logged. 100% of it is.
Yeah.
So you just have to know who to ask for what. So when you do ask and you do get, kind of funny what you find out.
Well, yeah, if you get summons and it gets court ordered, oh yeah.
Boom. Let me share this. This is good.
Oh yeah.
This was Friday. We didn't do nothing.
No, we literally, there was what, 8 of us, 10 of us there for a little while.
Small people, small crowd.
You know, yeah, Boozy Betty did a good job.
She did a dynamite job.
Yeah, this is a good article.
Yeah.
I'm not following her. Give her a follow.
Oh my God, she's great.
Yeah.
This past Friday, just 4 minutes after Jen McCabe drove past the standout in front of the Canton Police Department, one of her daughters drove by and gave fellow Canton residents the middle finger, also known as the Canton salute. I'm sorry, but that's disrespectful. And if that's what you're proud of and that's what you want to make a legacy out of, that being that type of, I don't say a derelict, but if you're going to act like that, if that's who you are as a person, I'm sorry. That's just not right.
Do you understand that that's like built into her moral fibers or compass, like of how she reacts to something that's conflicted to her? She should just put her head down and keep driving and say, well, you know, we'll figure it out later. I don't need to act this way. I got to be more mature than these people or whatever. But instead, she just goes to a childish, you know, retaliation just to get her 3 seconds of fame. But it's a little bit longer than that now because the internet's forever. She goes to college. She plays on a team up there. If someone was to send that to her coach and to say, hey, this is how she's acting in at home, you know, there's something going on here. When she goes for get a job and they Google her name, what's going to come up? Right.
Wait till the other stuff comes up. But
right.
So
it's like, what are you doing?
Mike, these are people that are putting themselves out there, and this is how they get treated. So listen.
Oh, so Tom, real quick. When they drive by and give us the salute, we don't give it back.
No. People are usually waving, like legitimately waving. We're not flipping them off back.
No.
We're not like that. And the people that were standing out aren't like that either. They're just they just keep going on. Like they didn't hear it, like didn't see it. They're just the great human beings, the people that are standing out there, Mike. Getting flipped off is not a big deal
No.
because they're looking at another. They're at a much different level, Mike. They're at a
It's
higher
been
plateau.
and it's been going on for over 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, the football. We're not so, but being at that spot, you're on top of the traffic. You can see right into the driver's side and the passenger side. You can see who it is.
There's no doubt. And we
No
got
doubt.
plates too. You want to run a plate? Listen,
No, I don't want to run a plate. No.
listen, Mike. I believe that water seeks its own level.
Yes.
So if you're a good person, you're going to be around good people. Okay.
Right.
You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk about. It's weird, but you'll find your people eventually. You'll bump into them, and when you find them, you know they're your people. There isn't a question of it all, and you love them and you hug them.
Yeah.
These people, they're at the bottom, Mike.
Yeah.
But they think they're at the top, and it's hilarious to see, hilarious to watch it. It's in reverse.
I used to say to young people, "Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future."
Bingo. That's exactly true, Mike.
Right?
Yep.
You are who you hang around with, and that's who you become. Good morning, Dennis Sweeney. Thanks for the standouts.
Dennis Sweeney, thank you for every single thing you do. He's a great man.
He's like the silent soldier. He just goes. Take the spear.
Only guy to stand up and say to that guy, dude, you're wrong. What you said's wrong. You need to apologize. And he didn't do it.
No,
but Dennis had the guts to stand up and call him out on that. And that, listen, I don't care. I don't care what he does from now on. He will always have my respect for what he did then. Don't matter what he did before. Don't matter what he does later on. What I witnessed him do and stand up for that, I 100% behind the man.
He lives in Canton. You know he has a tie.
He cares, Mike. He cares.
Yeah. His lawn was attacked, right?
Yep.
So
he's been attacked. His poor wife's been attacked. I mean,
enough's enough.
They're not playing around. Enough, no more.
I know they're not playing around anymore. I know.
It's not fair either. And I mean,
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the same children she has publicly described as innocent and good children who have committed perjury on the witness stand regarding their phone data, like mother, like daughter, and who have been complicit in acts of animal cruelty. 100% true.
Yes.
Amongst many other serious offenses. A lot that, we don't talk about. Children she allowed in the courtroom to watch her testify. Let it be clear that this is not an attack on the children, many of whom now are over 18, and they all drink. Every one of them drinks. I'd rather be an observation of how Jen McCabe chooses to operate.
Good point.
I wouldn't let my kids drink like that. It's not healthy.
It causes cancer.
Listen, it's not like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're drinking every day, Mike. I'm sure of it. It's who they are.
It's too bad.
It's who they are.
It's too bad.
Behind the scenes, I've heard numerous accounts describing Jen as manipulative, pushy, and relentless in pursuing her objectives. Recently, I came across a video of her in the courthouse instructing fellow members of her group on how to respond to the Karen Reed supporters, asserting that she would lead by example. I remember that video.
Yeah. That's when the fake victim was there.
Mm-hmm. This pattern seems indicative of how McCabe operates, placing herself at the forefront of the controversies, driven by motives that remain unclear, but projecting an air of superiority as if only she is capable of handling matters effectively. Dubbed the Queen of Lie and Deny, her approach was full on display during the initial Karen Reed trial. However, while soccer moms may back down for the sake of their children, a seasoned defense attorney will not. One has to wonder if Jen McCabe is willing to openly and publicly involve her children in local controversies, such as encouraging them to antagonize demonstrators. What other situations might she be willing to entangle them in?
Yep.
And here you go.
Yep. Yep. Hey, look at the views. 34,000 people looked at that. Yeah, Kerry Roberts rode by, gave us the finger.
Yep. Hey,
Jen
Carrie.
McKay, yeah, they all did. And Goat. I don't know if everybody follows Goat Boy, but Goat
Oh,
Boy.
Jesus. Did you see, Mike? That's hilarious.
Did you see the article about how the O'Keefes were told and who told them? The cops told the O'Keefes what happened and how it happened.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So they know, and they're still going after Karen and trying to sue her.
Yeah. So
Great people, Mike. Just again, water seeks its own level. God
yeah,
damn
Goat Boy's from Braintree. He knew John for a lot of years and pro Karen Reed, and he was told that night by his friend from Braintree that the next night, the 29th, I believe it was. Yeah. So that night he knew at 9 o'clock what happened, and then he found out just recently that it wasn't like Kerry Roberts, but the police told the O'Keefes how it happened, the timelines, and everything a couple days later.
Imagine that.
So follow him. He's got pretty good insight on what's happening. He doesn't give a lot.
And you know what the
away.
best part is, Mike? Here's the beauty of the whole thing, bud. Goat Boy, he knows what he was told, right?
Yeah.
Whether we know, we don't. He knows who told him. In the relationship he has, I'm sure he trusts who told him if he's going to repeat it.
Oh yeah.
Do you understand where I'm coming? So
yeah,
Goat Boy, has as much faith in the person telling him what was told for him to tell us.
Yeah.
I have no reason to not believe him.
No.
I believe he was told.
Yeah. That's why he was pro FKR the whole from the rip.
Day one, Mike, right?
He never wavered. And he was good friends with John. He knew John. And he never wavered. He believed his source. He believed what happened. And after seeing it unfold, he was all in. I love the guy. The guy's a good guy.
He's not the only one.
I know. I'm just using him as an example.
Yeah, great example. Yep.
He dropped a couple of good articles over the weekend, and I read them, and it was good. It's good to read.
Definitely.
So, yeah. He's a good guy. And I think he was one of the people that were attacked by the Galvins at one time for his job.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Man, they didn't get anywhere with it, but still, that's the kind of people the Galvins are. Going after people's jobs because of what they believe in, their choices.
They think it's okay for them to go after the people that defend Karen Reed's jobs, but the minute we talk about like putting up something on against them, oh my God, it's the horror. Look at the Karen Reed supporters are all doing this now and blah. Like anything we do in retaliation or in return or in whatever way, they turn it around and twist it to make it seem like there's more. The Jenna thing, Mike, right?
The what?
The Jenna thing. Kate says she doesn't like. Yeah, Kate says she's not doesn't like Jenna, doesn't talk about Jenna or anything like that. Mike, 1,000 words later, she doesn't like Jen, and she said, "I'm not going to talk about her." After 1,000 words,
I know
she's unstable. I mean,
did she get her mail yet? I wonder if she got her mail over the weekend.
No, she won't go to the post office.
That might have to be delivered in person. I think one of her court dates. Whether she's walking
in Philadelphia, it's worth $50. Hey, we got a visitor. You want to bring a visitor on?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, you. Good morning.
Terry, what's going on? Hey, it's happening.
Not much. How you guys doing?
Good.
Oh, it's Monday morning. It's Monday morning.
We were just going over how the nice people went and did a standout in front of the police station, and how the people of Canton who are involved in this happened to drive by in the middle of the daytime because it was on a Friday. And they knew we were there. They intentionally drove by and flipped us off. But then there were a lot of people beeping and giving us the thumbs up and smiling. And I mean, the support we got was overwhelmingly positive on that. It was way offside, kilted.
Sure.
So when someone was flipping us off, we knew to look at it because we weren't used to seeing people flipping. Oh, there's Kerry Roberts. Oh, there's Jim McCabe. You know. So.
Oh, you got to see everybody yesterday?
Oh yeah.
Friday.
Friday. Oh,
yeah.
But like, yeah, because when you're like Dedham or something like that, you don't really see who's because it's going pretty quick, and they're usually beeping.
Oh, it's so busy. Yeah.
But when you're in front of the police station, there's a stoplight up there, and they kind of drive slower, and you can look right into who they are, and they're from Canton. And I was like, wow. So I was telling Tommy like a barometer of like who's pro Karen, who's not in Canton, and I'm telling you, there's more Karen Reed supporters than there are McCabe supporters, so to speak.
Yeah.
And they have the balls like just out the window, middle finger, right at you, right in your face, like, wow, okay.
That left right there, Mike.
Yeah.
Pleasant Street.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. My house is only a couple of doors down there.
Yeah.
That house that's across the street, where the pool was filled in.
Mm.
Yeah.
There was a fire in the attic, and no one's been in that house since. It's empty.
Interesting.
So, I mean, I don't know why they have an empty house, right?
That's
house. I mean, they're putting people in shelters and hotels. You can put probably 30 people in that house, man. They don't mind no electricity. They find a way.
My phone's blowing up. Hold on, let me turn that down. Jesus. Good Lord.
So is Aiden got a court case tomorrow too?
No, his is Thursday.
All right. I thought he said yes.
Sorry, Friday.
We have to check that. All right. I'll look into it.
Karen's tomorrow. Yeah. Carrie,
what's Karen's for tomorrow?
They finished
job right here. Yeah.
The doctor. Remember the lady?
Okay.
The expert.
Russell.
Yeah, Dr. Russell.
Now they want to bring Green back in and do the same thing. Just keep the cash register going, bringing up dollar bills. I think Turtle Boy has something tomorrow because he mentioned on the Saturday night show that he won't be able to make it into the court case because he has one across the street at the same time. Just so you know, Tommy, I'm not 1,000%.
I do feel like I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Carrie, are you battling a cold?
Hmm?
Do you have a cold?
No, I think I'm in a lupus flare. I'm a little bit of a disaster.
Something else. Right. Something else.
I can hear your voice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. By the way, I wanted to say when I logged in the other day and I saw your face, I was like freaking 911ing everybody in the group. I was like, what? Where's Mike's face? What's going on?
Should I grow it back?
I gotta know what motivated it.
He just does it. Or so. Yeah.
Just every once in a while?
Because it's so the dog's been eating out of my face, the crumbs and stuff. So my little dog will like spend some time like
eating all your leftovers.
Mike, were the dogs scared of you when you saw them?
No,
they knew. Okay,
yeah, but every 6 months or so I do it. And
Yes, Shelby. Thank you.
What?
I have a mustache. He needs to have a mustache. What the fuck?
I can grow a mustache. It won't take me that long.
Look at Tom's face. Tom's face currently blends in with the car behind him.
I know.
You're killing me, guys. You're killing me. A little early for this stuff.
I know. I love torturing Mike, though. He's so good. He plays so well. And I torture you all the time, Tom. So it's
I know. I'm used to that.
It's getting old.
No.
Torturing you isn't as fun as it used to be.
I'm sure you'll find a way.
Oh, I freaking will. Pardon my mouth this morning. I am first cup of coffee. I need a refill.
Listen, I'm gonna come over and do some photos later on. So you
Yeah,
need
I
that
have a
to-
little quick announcement to make. I don't know who's all on and stuff this morning because I can't, see
Doesn't
to save
matter.
my life. Of course, I could see Shelby because how can I not? You know what I mean? I see her in there. Oh, she's going with the porn star
The
mustache.
stash, the little stash, little Hitler Mike, little hair, little
All
something.
right, so we're gonna do a vote on Mike's next hair event.
Listen, if you're gonna do it right. Give the freaking guy sideburns. Come on, write down
I do like-
sideburns.
Oh, we could do a
Elvis,
whole
baby,
Elvis thing.
Elvis. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
Come
God,
on.
Mike, you could so
Who
pull
does
off the
that now?
Elvis.
Mike, you'd be famous, bud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
serial killers do that shit.
Now.
No. Know what they do? They kick animals, typically rabbits.
Yeah,
They kick
yeah.
dead rabbits around houses that are
How about I
abandoned.
just do like
Animals.
I'll do like a short beard, like just I'll keep it trimmed. I won't let it go full Kelsey and just let it grow out like a full Bill's Mafia beard and just.
So you're not
Oh.
gonna do the Ted Kaczynski?
I just it just gets so long and it's just like the dogs like eat all the crumbs out of my face and stuff every now and then.
There you go.
I wonder why they kiss me so much. I give you the Tom Selleck candy.
Oh, what? That's a great idea.
Oh my
Stop it.
God.
Stop.
Ladies
I could-
love it.
Really? The ladies love facial hair?
They love Tom Selleck.
Oh, okay. I thought he was gay.
I have no idea.
Not
I'm pretty
that-
sure
not
everybody
that it
is
matters,
nowadays.
But I mean, not that I care. I mean, just he's not that I wouldn't want to be. I mean, Tom Selleck was the
Tom's
man.
not going to make it to the show, I don't think.
This is not what I had in
His
mind.
face is still purple.
Tom Selleck is not gay.
Dying.
He does grow a mean mustache, though. Tom Selleck, he does have a badass mustache.
He sure does.
Yeah.
Oh
Anyways,
boy.
can we choose another subject besides my?
Yes. Besides
my
your
hair?
facial hair, sure. How does your wife like it?
She was grow it back right away. She's a beard guy. She likes beards. So I don't know.
She likes a full-grown man.
She no hair here, but just hair. I'm just no, nothing. I'm not like that.
All right.
This
On
is getting
another
too
note,
personal.
Yeah, move the hell along before I start thinking about my mother.
listen,
Oh.
Auntie Deb, if you guys have not followed Auntie Deb, you're missing out on all sorts of fun.
Okay.
I
I've been
love
off
how
grid.
Auntie
I want
Deb-
to hear all about it.
Does this. Check this out.
Please.
You see this little conniving motherfucker right there?
Time out.
What's going on?
The cat is, look at the cat. I want a cat like that. All right. So this is Auntie Deb. Great job, by the way.
Motherfucker.
You know what, Papa Sweet Pea Sean? Yes, I do. Okay, yes, I do see. Matthew, I'm going to say this very, very politely. Please get fucked. What I don't love about this is that you make all of the gays look bad. You're the reason why I eat at Chick-fil-A. You fucking evil little fucking spineless prick. I see what everyone's trying to do. Like, it's not like I don't see what you're trying to do. You try and fucking make big deals out of nothing. Stupid video was posted. Plevin Cosby has a fucking live stream. He names it uproar in the community. No one's uproared. No one cares. Nobody.
Can you believe this? Like, where's this uproar? Because like I want to film that shit. Where is it happening? Anybody? Uproar?
That guy's the mindless millennial right there.
Yeah, he is. He's mindless at period.
And then maybe the Plevin thing kind of caught some traction. How about you, Tom? I don't know.
Yeah, of course it did, because he come out and flat out lied. Why
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
it? You tell the truth, and of course, if you tell the truth, they'll find a way to spin it. But
That's
follow
true.
up on this, because this guy he's talking about is a no good
Yeah.
loser, and I don't say that
Yeah.
about anybody. But that mindless guy, bad dude. He's a bad dude.
He cares because it's stupid. Oh, this fucking thing goes and just, oh, I'm gonna really do something here. Oh, I'm really make a TikTok and you think you really do something. That's what kills me, is you go on TikTok and you think you do something. After you film it, you're like, oh yeah, I did that. What's even crazier is that you record yourself speaking, right? You record yourself talking and you rewatch it and you go, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. You can't even talk. You can't even speak. I can hear the struggle in your fucking words every time you talk. Now it makes sense why all of your content is AI generated. All of your pictures are fucking fake and weird. You put weird little eyebrows and weird smiles on people to try and push your fucking narrative. I was even going through your comments, and even your people who comment on your shit can't stand you. You're so annoying. But you know what really makes you a piece of shit is you talk about other people's kids. You're discussing their kids in the most evil, foul way. Go. Just leave. Because I look at your stupid face and I want to fucking run away. And I know everyone else feels the same way. Even your hair. Your hair wants to run away from your face too. The next time you decide to press record and fucking attempt to spew out what can only be considered broken English. You updates in the time because it really was a conspiracy. Ugh. Bye. I'm gonna let Papa Sweet Pea Sean take it from here.
You're an embarrassment. I don't give a fuck who you are. Gay, lesbian, fucking TE, the number 3, ABC. I don't give a fuck who you are. Take the dick out of your mouth, asshole.
How's that go for guy? I mean, Jesus. Hello. Good
what
morning.
the hell is happening on a Monday freaking morning?
What a way to start the week.
I'm awake now, man. That was great.
What?
I didn't watch. I never watched that. I should have watched that. He's a funny fuck, man. He is a funny bastard, man.
I love
Shelby, I know you're out there.
Auntie Deb.
Girl, you better start sending me those fucking clips.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So that even when I'm busy, I can get a good laugh in.
Yeah.
Listen, are we not blessed? They have that guy. They have Kate Peter. They got Plevin.
Right.
And we have Auntie Deb. Right? Just that alone. How do we not win?
I would never want to go up against Auntie Deb.
No.
He would crush me.
He's awesome.
He would crush you.
He'd crush me.
Listen, another guy.
I wouldn't know what to say back. I wouldn't know what to say back.
And you have no hair for the fall to cushion your fall, Mike. None.
No, I go flat in my face.
Get that ish back on your face.
You know what the best part is? His videos, when you watch them, you have the sense that like he's all in. He's all in.
Oh yeah.
In all his videos show that. And that's what we need. Like, and again, what he does for us, the laughing. Mike, we're dealing with a dead police officer. We're dealing with a young female that was pregnant that got murdered and the cops covered it up intentionally. We're dealing with a trooper that got beaten to death in his barracks. Because guess what, Mike?
Yeah.
You don't do boxing the last week of academy. You do testing because then you get your clothing, because you have to pass the tests to get your clothing. Then it's got to get tailored. Then you have to have your name tag and all that other stuff situated. You get issued all your other stuff. So then you become a trooper when you graduate. They graduated that Wednesday. This happened on a Friday before graduation, right? The last week you don't do boxing. Boxing's in the middle of that whole entire training course. Boxing's in the middle.
I saw that Brian from LTL got the death certificate.
He sure did.
Yeah.
That phone call was good.
Interesting.
It was undetermined. That way it came back undetermined. Yeah. Yeah. So here we go. It's starting to roll a little bit.
There's Brian right there. Morning, bud.
Amen. Yeah.
He is doing fabulous work on that.
Yeah.
Fabulous work. Yep.
I love that guy.
Thank you, Mike. Again, thanks for Brian for doing that. Right.
Right.
He's given us so much information that we now have that show me a friggin' print media that will give me that. Show me where it is in print media.
Not one.
How about even a tweet from Ted Daniels?
Nothing.
We got it all from Brian. And what did we
That's
got
right.
from Brian? We got the truth, and we got a lot of it. Now we can make up our own minds.
Yeah.
That's why we're all here. And if
Good
what
point.
happened to Enrique is what we all think happened, and what the evidence we have shows, we know it's a corrupt system. And it means all the troopers before were corrupt, and the troopers that were trained after are corrupt. That's what it means.
Paramilitary.
It's a corrupt system. It's a money grab. That's it.
And Justin Root 2 is coming up. We get another standout or
that's in, I think, February, isn't it?
yeah, February 7th or something like that. Yeah.
And then there's nationwide standout. Let me go to that site. There's a nationwide one coming up too. We got to get on that, Mike. Do you know anything about that, Kerry?
For what?
I knew mention of it.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Hey, have you talked to Rich Schiffler lately?
I've been checking on him. I've been really, really, really busy.
Oh, okay.
Really, really busy. But I do send
right.
messages and check on him.
Thanks for the gifted
Oh yeah,
membership. Thanks. That guy just throws membership.
Joseph Kane. Thank you so much, buddy. Awesome.
Just like 10 a week.
Members only Wednesday.
Oh.
Members only Wednesday.
So tomorrow's live stream from court is going to be for everybody.
Yes.
You'll get Tom's drive-in. You'll get his dashboard. You get the whole thing. People like that.
They know.
They like it. Just make sure your windshield's defrosted tomorrow morning.
Uh-huh. All right. Here's our standout list for the week.
That was
this is pending because they're like pop-up standouts that happened. They did one, Friday. Just they all got together and did one. They did it prior to that too. So,
yes. Well, you want the 11th then? Yeah.
There we go. Born Rotary, Legacy Place there.
I think the Legacy Place is a standout every Sunday from 10 to 12.
And a Plymouth one.
Yeah.
And here's Auburn. That's out near Shelby, right?
Wait, you sure? I thought it was farther west.
It's way out there. Western Mass. Next week. So let me go back to the court stuff. Court dates.
Oh yeah, here we go.
By the way, Suze does this. Glamour Suze does this.
Yeah.
A huge thank you for this. This is a lot of work. So, so much thanks. So thank you for this. All right, here's Karen right here. Evidence continued. Dr. Marie Russell, we know that.
Did you pop it up? I can't see it.
You can't see the screen?
No, sir.
Oh, okay. That's why. All right. So stop.
I got to say, I like coming on every day.
You like every day?
Yeah, because I feel like I got something accomplished.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm like doing
plugged
something.
In.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I know what you mean.
You feel me?
Yeah, I get you. So Karen Reed.
Okay.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
And it says Aiden on the 10th.
Okay, then maybe that's what he meant. But I have to go back and rewatch it, or maybe he can chime in, or someone else.
Anticipated that Kate, Peter, Mello, Tully, and Lindsay to testify.
Oh shit!
Yeah, big time, big time.
Rick Schiffler is on the 17th. Okay.
For littering, and we got to add Whitey. Whitey's on the 30th. 30th. Whitey.
I met him, and what a nice guy.
Great, Mike. Isn't he a great guy? People don't know. People don't know. A lot of the people at the standouts aren't really public people. So when you go, you meet them, and they're really good people. Was it the 30th or the 31st?
I had it written down as the 30th.
Okay.
Yeah. The 30th, which is a
Thursday.
Thursday, yep. Whitey, Stoughton. We'll be there.
Yes, we will.
That's gonna be a long week because we have the 28th and 29th, standout too.
Yeah.
Is that coming together or all? What are we doing? How's it going?
I'm at a. Let me be honest with you. I'm at a conundrum.
I know it's a tough one.
I got a phone call, and I don't want to say from who, but I got a phone call saying that it probably wouldn't be in the best interest to do a 24-hour standout for John O'Keefe at police station. They were not saying don't do it, but they were saying don't do it. If that makes any sense to you.
It does.
So I'm now at a crossroads. Do I listen to this person?
So I'm thinking it's someone from our own camp.
It's somebody. It's someone who I ultimately respect this person.
Okay.
How do I not grant the wishes?
Yeah.
And it's not like that person was asking me for anything. They were just explaining things from a different point of view that I wasn't able to see.
Maybe we could do it online. I don't know.
That may be a better idea.
Just do it. We'll get on at like 10 o'clock when they're at the waterfall.
Yep.
We can play a waterfall video, see McCarthy's video.
Okay, so we can get that all set up because we have all that. We have all
maybe,
we have much data, so we can kind of timeline it and play it.
If
You know who we
people
need
want
to do that is that lady out in the Midwest that we were just on it. Forget her name, Jay. She has the whole timeline. I wonder if she'd give that to us for his anniversary. Dude, she got down to the second. Everything.
Tim is saying do a 3-hour vigil. We do that'd be kind of cool. Like, do like from the 3 hours up to what happened and then just end it there. Because I don't want to go
again. I need, maybe there's a hybrid version. Maybe you're right. Maybe a 3-hour thing. Maybe a no hour. Maybe a 1 hour. Maybe I don't like. Maybe there's something that I don't know yet. We'll figure it out.
We stand out in front of Canton during the day for a little while. Maybe or not.
But at the same time, Mike, I'm thinking, right, we do like maybe a weekly standout. We can protest in front of people's houses. It's allowed. Okay. Yeah. So if we go to like Maura Healy's house and we just protest in front of Maura Healy's house, we're allowed to do that. Right?
Yeah.
We need to make some noise. But at the same time, we don't want to push Josh Levy. So we're at a crossroads again. How do we push our agenda and let him do his work? And we don't want to interfere with what he's doing because we know he's doing his stuff. But enough is enough, Mike. How many dead cops do we need?
Right.
Think of the ones we don't know. Suicide.
Oh yeah.
I felt, he just never woke up. Come on. How many? How many?
Well, my first interaction with a Canton cop is when he pulled up next to me and says, "Why do you want to commit suicide?" And I was walking my dog. I'm like, "What?"
Welcome to Canton.
That was like, and I never do nothing about nothing up to that point, and then it all started clicking. Like a year later, like that's why he said that. This motherfucker. What the fuck does he know? He had put the word. He said a cop said those words to me. He doesn't even know me from Adam. I'm walking my dog.
How would he know you?
Right, because I call the police because people are speeding all the time. They get pissed off. He pulls up to me, throws his car in park, and says, "So why do you want to commit suicide?" And I just looked at him like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What are you?" I said, "What are you, drunk?" And I kept on walking. It was crazy, Tom. I came back and told my wife. My wife's like, "What?" I'm like, "He said those words to me." It was nuts, dude. Nuts. I'll never forget it. It's one of those things in life you just won't never forget. I know his face. I know how he threw his car in park. I know how he leaned over to me and said the words. I was like, wow.
Can you believe that?
A cop.
Seriously. Yeah.
A cop.
Yep.
It was the guy in the pickup truck, the traffic guy, which I don't see the pickup driving around anymore. And I believe he's retired, but it was crazy. And that's when I knew, right from there, I'm like, this place is fucked. Sorry, people. But yeah, it actually happened. It happened. It happened. It's
bad.
Then right after that, A month or two later, Tom, is when all the handcuffs started coming out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you pay
So
for
yeah.
that.
Well, people. That's why I'm trying to get a gauge of what people actually think is going on in Canton. If you're not part of Canton, like you're not like I moved here, so 10 years ago, so I'm not in the crew. I don't know anybody. Nobody knows me, right?
Right.
So what type of people that live here really want to know what's going on or experience what's going on? It's pretty scary, man, when you have a police officer with a gun and badge pull up to you and say something like that to you, and look you right in the eyes, almost like a threat.
And they don't even know you at this point.
No, they just
But
know that I've called the police. I called the police in 30 days like 44 times.
about the speeding.
Yes, and
Okay.
it affects their numbers. So
Yes.
they wanted to shut me up. So that was the way they this guy. I tell you, shook me to my core. I was like, what?
That's the type of stuff that can't be allowed. This guy here was involved in the whole entire cover up. He's the guy that was at the audit. He's the cop that didn't write up the doctor. Mulaney's the guy.
And he was the one that was at the scene too.
He was at the scene. He's not nice. He's not. He is a proctor in training.
I know he is.
Not good.
You got blonde hair, like blondish hair. I know he is. Yep.
Come on, you're better than that, dude. You know better than that. I can tell in his soul he's a different person.
Yeah.
He can change this. He can change this, and I'd respect him at that point. No, it's unacceptable. What's going on, Mike? It's unacceptable. It's bad. Maybe Canton Center needs more protesting, right? Maybe over here needs some protesting, and that's the thing. You do a pickup protest where no one knows. You get a group of people, of course, stand out today, 12 o'clock at this place. Whoever shows up, shows up. You get a crew of people, and you just move around, which you're allowed to do. You are allowed to stand there with a sign that says whatever you want it to say. End of story.
But I thought the Canton Police Department was a very good spot. A very good spot to hear it because you're right in the face of people. The road's right there. Canton Police Department in the background.
Yep.
And we got our signs up, and it's being videotaped, and we're getting all the lovely people from Canton either honking or not honking or giving us the salute. So it kind of gives you a barometer of what's going on in this town. And I think this town is begging for change. The silent majority is, anyways.
All right. What Whitey is I can show you. Let me show you. I'll show you. He's in Cantonite.
Can you talk about that yet or no? All right.
Oh, do I wish?
Yeah.
So I got a call, right? Listen, I got a call.
He wears shorts all winter long.
All winter, the dude's in shorts.
He's got Tully. Get Tully in him. He had shorts on Friday. And he knows all the that built my house, and all the who sold my house to me, all the bills. Like he knew the plasterers, he knew the guys that did my tile, he knew everything. And then he told me a story of how he went into Renee Robinson's restaurant and someone said something to him, and he was like, you know what? Fuck you. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? Like legit. Another Canton person. And this guy's from Canton told him to do something, or it's like stay off TV or stay off, whatever. The kid, and he was his wife, and he's like, looked over, I'm like, I don't think so. Now he's out there fucking holding signs. All right. Now these are people from Canton that I've never met before that live in Canton, right? That live in and know all the players. He was there. I got more stories on Walt Disney on these guys. So they're not good people inside Canton Police. They're not that good of people. They're not, they're not these, graduated college, taught in my class. I was a Boy Scout for 15 years. I volunteered here. I went over, I was in the Peace Corps. None of that. They barely made it through Westfield State or Bridgewater State and got on. And they gave him a gun and a badge. And then got no training. And then they
So-
fall into a clique of people that can move them along. You know, the right clique of people inside the force that pushes you along. That's what's happening.
And
The good guys are all left out driving cars, right? And they're not happy, right? They don't want to be there because they want to move on in their career. What young kid at 25 years old doesn't want to end up a lieutenant somewhere with respect in the right way? But instead, he's got to kiss ass and do favors and, you know, make sure this is done. Maybe bend a corner here, you know, all that kind of shit. That's not how it's done. Those days are done. And guess who runs the police department? The select board. They're the ones that can change things.
Imagine that.
You figure that one out. So, you know, that's where we start. Forget about Helena. Forget about Patty Sherrill, whatever her name's going to be.
They just follow what
Deputy-
their instructions.
Right? Berkey's gone now. He was the ringleader, believe it or not. He was more involved than we think. He was
one of the
involved
Three
than we think.
Musketeers.
Yeah, he was in on it. Yep. He was definitely. I thought about this for a while about Berkey. Here's a guy, worked his whole life as a police officer, drank himself, partied, did whatever he wanted, got the lived the life of a cop, right?
Mm-hmm.
But goes out on disability, maybe has a good year, gets caught up in this stuff, and then passes on, and he's gone. That's not how you want to do things in life. You want to go see your grandkids and, you know, go travel with your wife. You know, retire the right way. Have a 401 pension, like, I don't know, right? You go to work for Boston Gas for 30 years, retire, have a pension, go to Florida. You're done, right? Play golf. These cops, these hardcore cops, they just die. Because they're so stressed out. They drank themselves to whatever, you know, and then next thing you know, they retire, they have nothing to do.
Mike, you're so right on the money. You're absolutely right, Mike. I remember I'd go visit this one guy, and he'd always be drinking. The stress that they're under. I can't begin to even tell you guys what. But guess what? That's what you sign up for, right? That's what you make them big bucks for.
You signed up to be a police officer. It's going to be stress. But imagine being a police officer in Canton now.
Yeah.
Or the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. Like, that whole bubble of people, you're under a microscope right now. You know, nothing's happening with this sheetrock incident with the animal. You know, nothing happened with that train wreck almost hit the school bus. I mean, nothing happened with you in Stoughton District Court. You know, the whole charges.
They got the duck incident, right? They have Whitey, right?
Yeah.
And they have Peter Murphy. They got him for parking. They got Whitey for Chris running into him, and they got friggin'
right.
This is not. They're looking at ducks, Mike. Ducks, rubber freaking ducks. How much money was spent on the rubber duck incident?
And
how much do you think they're spending on Whitey? How much do you think they're spending on Peter? Because now they have a win. Now there's a way in. You're right. They can't go to the church and say, hey, do you want me to trespass this guy? So unless the church called and complained, which is another thing, we need to get that. Anyone know the date of that incident that happened with Peter? So we can call and get the voicemails from the phone, because it has to be reported. Like, for example,
a FOIA.
Right, need a FOIA.
You can do a range of dates. You can do a range of dates.
Yeah.
Right. Someone said, ride that skateboard into the meeting. Fucking you're right, man. I love my skateboard. I tell you, when you're on it's like surfing, man. It's like, yeah, I don't know if you're surfing out, but man, it's
oh my goodness.
Thing. Yeah. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you very much. When is Chris Albert's term on select board over? Oof.
Another year he has. Yeah, he did 3 years. So this is John Conley's year. And you notice, someone pointed this out to me. John Conley was always the head chair for a while, right? But when you're up for re-election, they move you off to the right or the left, and you don't talk.
No.
You don't want any Yep. You just quietly sit there and slide under the radar. But no. And we have a plan for that. So some good news is coming down the pipe on that. So we're gonna get together and it's gonna be a good time.
Definitely have a good time with that one.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry, you guys at Canton have inferior police force. I know the chief at Braintree. I went to the academy with him. If he does what he was taught in the academy, Braintree's a great place to work. It'll be a great place for the people that live there, you know, if he's true to what I remember him as. I don't know anything other. I don't know what he's been involved with. I don't know the decisions that he had to make. I wasn't in his shoes. But from what I know of him, in the time I spent with him, 8 months, he seemed like a great guy.
Hey, so Christine in the chat saying that Aiden has 2 this week, so we might be right about tomorrow.
Okay, is that what that is?
Heads up. Yeah, just a heads up. It might be, you know. So if he's there, I know he said this on the show that he wouldn't be able to go into Karen's court because he has court. So that just makes sense to me. I'm just saying it. But anyways.
Well, if that's the case, who's going to be there?
Dennis Sweeney's like, Albert will be chairman next year if he makes. I love you, brother. Yeah.
Dennis Sweeney, great guy. Thank you, Dennis. But Mike, who hopefully pray, who's going to be there tomorrow?
Tomorrow at court?
I hope, yes.
Who's going to be there?
I'm asking if you know who's going to pray. Do you know who I'm praying to be there tomorrow morning when I get there?
You know what? Who?
Come on. Chat.
Who?
See what the chat guess. Who do I want to see and talk to tomorrow? Who's my buddy?
Gant?
Yes, Grant.
I call him Gant.
Gant. Yeah, my Gant.
Gant. I don't know.
I hope he's there tomorrow.
That went a little sideways last time. People got upset about giving him airtime. But you know what, Tommy? You know what?
Listen, it is what it is. I like hearing his point of view. And again, I'll listen to anything anybody has to say. I want it. I want to hear it because my mind needs it. I need to think about this and think about that to look and see if my initial thought of her being completely innocent is correct. And I tried, dude. January 19th.
All right.
Mike, I try. Trust me, I try.
January 19th is Sunday. All right.
Meal of Food's coming up.
Yeah, you have that coming up. That's this week? This weekend?
Yep.
Wow. Hey, Stacy Forrest Travels. Stacy Forrest Travel. Thanks for the $5.
Thank you very much.
For FKR is Sunday, January 19th. So I guess you just got to kind of put your location in, find one on the standout website.
Didn't we do that before?
Yeah, people were, we need Paul Cristofaro, but I don't know where he's been. I don't know if he took a break or what. What's up?
I'm just saying this, showing everybody.
Yeah.
Busy month. Wait till the trial kicks up. And again, everybody, the noise that we're hearing is just noise. Right? It's just noise.
Yeah.
It's
the
not.
227 happens.
Absolutely happened.
I know. People.
Why would they want to discount this guy if it didn't happen?
That's right. That's right.
There's no other reason.
It's to put it as simple as you can is why are they trying so hard to get this guy off? Because if he testifies, it blows their narrative up. So that's all you have to think about. Legit. That's all you have to. Because
and the noise.
The Celebrite report and about that report and this wall.
There were 3 different pieces of software, dude. 3 different pieces of software they used. 3. And you know what? Why did she? Yes, it is Carrie. Ha! You just figured it out. I was going to wrap it up and give it to you. This is Carrie's mug. This is her cup. I was going to wrap it up and give it to her as a gift.
She noticed it offline.
She did. Tom, that's my mug.
You
finally.
asshat.
It's only been 2 months. Silly.
Well, you own it now, so that's yours.
I want to wrap it and give it to her.
Yeah, the prosecution is running a smear campaign,
and they're using Mike. They're using the other side and leaking this, leaking that, to push their narrative. It's just noise, right? So the Plevin thing, it's just noise, right? So
he admitted to talking to Chris Albert and stuff.
Yep.
I mean, so what's the? I mean, if you
He
have
talks
that,
to Kate, who talks to Jen. They're
so
all
it's just-
connected, Mike. They're
Hey,
all
Tom, tell me, how many times a day do you talk to Karen?
doesn't
Right?
matter.
We don't, no, but they talk to Chris daily. They talk to Kate. Kate talks
Yes.
to Jen daily.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying.
They're
Like,
running
what I'm
that.
saying
They're
is
running a campaign. They're absolutely running a campaign on the other side. 100%. Yes.
and all we're doing is using court testimony and police documents to valid
We're, we're,
points.
we're giving people information that they can make their own decision about, and they don't like it. They don't like what we're doing.
We're dropping truth bombs, you know, and they're just making. I mean, what Plevin did last week about after Nathan came out and spoke about you was just an immature.
They lost it, didn't they?
Yeah.
All
And
because
then-
what? All because of what? Me being nice, me being a respectable person, me making sure that someone's going to be there so that she has some familiar face.
They attacked you for this or that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? But then all of a sudden we dig into his cancer situation, and we're not the only ones that did it.
A lot of people
And-
talked about it.
It doesn't look good what he's like what he's doing.
That's Cindy, my girl.
And
Yeah,
you
so
know,
we just regurgitate what we read in the documents, right? And we give
Right,
people
yeah.
opinion, and people believe it or they don't, and that's what we want, right?
right.
We want questions, right?
Education, yep.
Yeah,
Knowledge
exactly.
is power. Knowledge is power. And we've had a while to like dig through all the prior testimony, and now round 2, how much stronger with Peter O'Leary coming out there, and we have the SJC ruling still, folks. This,
Mike.
a lot of this can
Mike.
be for naught.
Didn't they get Jen's call records directly from Verizon? Remember
Yes.
that was a big thing?
Yeah,
Then they impounded them, remember?
yeah.
So why would they do that if they have nothing to hide? Why would they do that, Mike?
Because they have something to hide.
Why, when they do an extraction report, why do they give one to Aiden and one to the fake victim? And why are they different? Why are there 2 different extractions? Why is there information in this document that's not in the one that you gave me? That's what they did to Aiden, but they reversed them. So Aiden had the information that they tried to delete out of the report that they gave him. They're
Holy
tampering with the evidence when they give it to him, and that's admissible. That's allowable. You're allowed to mess with the data before you give it to somebody. So if I'm going to give you extraction of my phone, I'm going to let me give me a second. I'm going to delete certain things, and you're going to let me. I'm going to delete whatever I want.
That may or may not be pertinent to the case, right? You don't
Doesn't
know.
matter. I can delete whatever I want.
Sounds like a
Jen, what
Brady
Jen
violation.
did,
Yeah.
Jen did a factory reset on her phone and then gave it back to him clean. And they had to go back and recreate all that data. That's what they're bitching about. So, not good. Why would Mike? Why is she up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and Brian is up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and the other Brian's up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and no one can get help John?
Right.
Karen, no one can help John. They're all awake. They said they were awake in their house, and they
Yep.
can't come out and help him.
Right. That's all I had to do was call 911, man.
They were awake in their house.
I know. Imagine that. Being up and awake, knowing somebody was outside.
Dying in the front
That's-
yard.
that's
And better
sickening.
yet, he's a cop. Better yet, you work with this guy.
Yeah.
He's a cop too in Boston. Same town, same city.
Yep. Sickening, dude.
And you can't butt dial on a phone.
I know. And they're using that butt dial like it's an insult to our intelligence.
Yes. Yep.
It really is.
They expect
It's
us
an
to believe
insult
that.
yeah, they expect us to believe that. Now, people, come on. So a butt dial would be like Karen when she called John and she
Mhm.
left the car on the phone in the back of Kerry Roberts' car.
Yep.
And it went to voicemail. It wasn't a butt dial. And then it recorded Jen McCabe calling 911. Remember?
Yeah, I remember recording more than that too.
Yeah. Yep. Are you coming out? You know, all those. That was a voicemail because she called, no one answered, but she saw John, ran out, it rang through, and then went to a voicemail, and then someone left a message. And Jen McCabe calling 911, calling her sister, right, was all recorded. What's that, bro?
Somebody wrapped someone's car in tape.
Tape.
Yes.
Someone we know?
No.
Why would they do that?
I don't know, bud. That's some messed up stuff.
Are you just showing that just to show it?
Yeah, I just seen it. It's like kind of like, what is that?
Is that a
Wait a
poor
minute.
man's rap? Is that a poor
Somebody
man's rap? Is that a
Car's
car
wrap.
condom? That's a car condom.
Cat's wrap. No, there's something I'm
Jeez.
looking for to reinforce exactly what you're saying. I don't know where
Well,
I sent
there's a recording of her 911 call.
it.
And there's the recording of, you can hear it. Someone played it the other day. It was Alan Jackson. And when Jen was on the stand, you know, she's like, yes, I called her. No one answered. But you can hear her say, "Are you coming out?" And
That's
she's
what
just
I'm
like,
looking for. I'm looking for the
and she's like-
microdot video that
and she's
has
like-
that.
And she goes, "Well, I don't have the report in front of me, so I can't tell you." I'm like, you really want? No, I see. Lally just played the long game. 68 witnesses, confuse them, get all the ones up early that are like bad, and puts them in the middle and puts them in the beginning, and just kind of like just flood your mind with bullshit. By the time it was over, what did the jurors say? We got to give O'Keefe something, right?
Why? No.
I know.
No.
I know.
Give them
I know.
give them the truth. If they were told what happened prior,
Buy a cop.
there's no excuse now.
Yep.
None.
Buy a cop. Buy a cop.
And they're gonna
Cop.
pursue, and then they're gonna go and pursue charges against Karen for drinking
So that night, after
in the
they got
bar.
after the tail light and everything like that, they got all the pieces together. That's when they told the O'Keefes what the deal was and how basically what they're gonna do. Yep.
That's crazy.
And then I tell you this, I get a feeling that Karen never texted Yannetti that night, but Paul O'Keefe was told that, and it never happened. Well, why is she calling for a drunk driver lawyer on her phone at whatever time in the morning when she never even talked to him? And they're saying, well, Paul, we can't, it's private client.
Yeah, right,
privilege,
client, right.
So, but it never happened. She never called them until like the next day or whatever it was. I'm legit. That's a true story. And Paul O'Keefe was fed that. Now you're an emotional you're emotional. Your brother, your niece and nephew, going on. Your mother's upset. And let's back into this a little bit. If Karen had a great relationship with those kids, and the grandmother didn't so much, didn't spend much time.
Correct.
The kids really like Karen. There's going to be a little,
Absolutely, there's gonna be a rift there, without a doubt. There's tension, but absolutely, Mike, you're absolutely right. Yep.
Right. So
not that it's a bad thing, but it's a thing that just happens, and it's not intentional. It's just a thing that happens between people,
right?
Families. It's just a thing, and it's not.
Paul O'Keefe's wife, Karen, and her were really good friends, and and Karen told her, "Hey, listen, I'm probably not going to talk to you for a while," because Karen knew where this was going, right?
Absolutely.
And Erin was sad about that, but Erin knew what Karen did for those kids and John. It's just human feelings, human nature. Like Mama Bear is going to protect her cubs. Okay, that's why Jen's doing. That's why Jen's doing what she's doing. Well,
exactly
Mrs.
why.
O'Keefe, Mrs. O'Keefe. I'm not going to speak for her, but I can only assume that she wasn't happy that an outside person of her family was, and her grandkids are loving her up, and and she's kind of jealous of that because Karen's successful and buying her nice things and so forth and so on. And John was probably making $200,000 a year. Life's good,
So you want to hear my theory?
Yeah.
Karen, she before Karen got involved with John, I think the insurance money from the parents who had died, the children's parents,
right,
was coming in, and I think it was coming in somehow, some way through the grandmother. Okay, I believe. I don't know.
Oh, she had control of it, so to speak. Okay.
Yep. When Karen got in, she's like, "Oh no, no, no! We're gonna take it and put it in this, and make a trust, and put it in that, and this will be a tax shelter, and this will be a college fund, and this will be a house fund." And Karen set up and structured their money correctly for the money to make itself for both children.
But I'm sure she did it through John through through her mother, right?
Somehow, some way, I think that happened.
Yeah.
So
Makes
it was an issue about money because it wasn't touchable. Do you understand? The money that was coming into the children, what are they going to do with the check for friggin' $50,000 a month, right? Nothing. But Karen's going to take that, invest it for them so that makes them more money, right? So she did an absolutely wonderful, beautiful thing.
Right.
But when she did that,
she took away control.
It wasn't touchable, right? It wasn't touchable for whatever reason, because it was.
I know. Yep. I know exactly what it is. So basically, she said to John, "Okay, your parents are receiving, just we'll use round numbers, $2,000 a month for the insurance payments. Why don't we just take that $2,000, John, put it into this fund that has a return rate of 8% a year, and they can pay for their college by the time they're ready for college."
Because they're what? They're 10, 12, 13 years old. They're not going to need that $2,000 now.
And when they're 18, they can do whatever they want with it. And I know how it works. But then John, being a logical person and a frivolous person, I'm telling you, he still has first communion money.
Yeah.
And he was probably all in it because he probably saw the money going in and going out to something else. And
he saw how it can benefit the children. And I think he was for that. I think that in his heart was a good move. But
then John became the probably the proxy for it, so to speak.
So that's what I believe, and I only say it because I've seen it happen before, unfortunately. And again, families are families, and it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just how that is. And I'm not anyone to talk about that family and what they do and how they do it. None of my business. Zero. However,
emotions are emotions. Yeah.
Correct. But if I think and look at this factually, right, I only see Karen doing good things for the children.
Yeah.
And I only see John legitimately doing the same.
Yeah. The 581 plan for college. Exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yep.
So when you go to work and you work at a job, you actually can sign up through your HR department to put X amount of dollars tax-free into a 581 plan if you have young kids, and it just keeps growing.
Shelter.
Growing. Yeah.
You don't get taxed on it.
Exactly. So, and when you pull it out and you write a check for a college, they won't it's tax-free.
Yep.
It
goes right to the school.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it. And Mike, she's brilliant with money. That's her wheelhouse. I'm sure whatever they were getting was making them a return more than what they were going to get in the bank.
Of course, yeah.
However, by doing that, you can't. It's not touchable money now.
Right.
It's a set thing. It's direct deposit.
The only way you can take
a loan against it, right?
Yeah, if John wanted to take it out, right, just wanted to end it, something happened, the kid's going to move out of state or whatever, right? Yeah. They'd be taxed on it again. They get suppose they pulled out $10,000. Well, 33% of that's going to the state. You know what I mean?
Mike, I think we're talking like $50,000-$60,000 a month.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the number is. I'm just using round numbers. I don't.
No, I'm thinking it's roughly $50,000-$60,000 a month that both kids were getting, and it was being controlled by somebody.
Christ. But
I think that Karen stepped up and took control and made it do what money's supposed to do, and now it became untouchable.
Yeah, well, it wasn't like John quit work and took time off and had all this money and I didn't see that.
No,
I never knew him to be like that. He was always a grinder. Just like his dad's a hardworking dude. He's a plumber.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing too. Unless I've heard nothing but that, Mike, about John, was that he was a worker. Like he would go in and work for the money.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard anything other than that. So
he's a blue
you got to give him that. Yep.
He's a blue collar guy. He went to, even though he went to college, he never took a white job until he was forced into it. I mean, a white shirt job, because he was the sole provider for the kids at the time. When you're a Boston police officer and you're the only parent and you're in the force, you're off the streets.
Yeah, they took him off the street. They put him
on a
in.
desk.
That's what they did with John.
That's right.
Just so you guys know, he was on the
Yeah.
streets as a patrolman when that stuff happened with his sister, and he was then now in charge of the 2 kids. They took him off the streets so that nothing bad would happen to him, and they put him in and let him do the stuff with the.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why when the dude Pat was his partner.
Yes.
Before he was on Boston Finest, and they were best friends. And then everything happened with John's family. Pat stayed on the streets. John went inside. Yeah. So that's what happened with that. I knew that because I had bumped into him, and he told me he was buying a certain vehicle, like a van. I'm like, what the hell are you fucking buying? And he told me the whole story. He goes, yeah, I'm putting bracelets on sex offenders.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he was happy with that, because that's a fulfilling job. I would,
yeah,
I would get.
He wasn't he wasn't getting overtime, but he wasn't working weekends. He was working 9 to 5.
Yep.
Legit.
So,
It was at 9 to 5 on a desk, no weekends.
Not on call.
I would imagine he could probably do a detail if he wanted to somewhere.
Yep. Without a doubt. Sure could. Yep.
Yeah.
Open to
But
everybody.
I think he was going to baseball games. He was going to basketball games. And guess who else was doing that? Karen was driving him.
Yep. Watching the kids, taking care of the kids, right?
Everybody
Picking them
says,
up.
"Oh, John, it ran its course, and John, was just it was just a babysitter with benefits." Fuck off! No way.
No,
Nope.
not true.
So no way. And Karen's too smart for that. If she saw that and knew that, I mean, John's a good-looking dude, but she's not like, well, I'm 40-something years old. If I got my life to live, I don't know if she even wants a baby. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe she was happy with those 2 kids and seeing them grow. It's a fun age. They're starting to figure out life, and Karen can push them the right way. She's college educated. They have money coming in. You're going to be all set. You're not going to come out of college with a debt. You're going to be debt free when you come out of college. How many kids would love to have that?
They didn't even. And again, they're so young. They have no need to know this stuff.
They had no idea.
And but that's a way that Karen loved these kids, even though they weren't hers. She took care of them in the right way, right?
So it wasn't like she walked into his relationship and said, "Oh, this is fucking crazy. We got to change this." This happened over a course of a couple of years.
Yeah, this
exactly. It wasn't the first month they met. Obviously, John and Karen had a conversation.
They were years together.
Yeah, a conversation about the money coming in. Is this the best move? Obviously I would. It's what adults do,
Yep.
And John loved those kids like they were his own. You could see it.
So did Karen.
Yes.
So, Dennis Sweeney, it's a good idea. I like that idea.
What's up? How about
just do like a walk from the park to the police station with candles at night, do a vigil. I like that idea. See, we can make a hybrid of it. Something to memorize John, something that respects John, something that honors him, right? I don't care about the other stuff, the rabbits and the people driving by. I don't care about none of that. This is about John, the guy we're talking about, right? I mean, the day he passed away, man, we need to do something special for that day for him.
I'm talking about the whole O'Keefe family, man. I mean it too.
Yeah,
I mean it. Paul, Mrs. O'Keefe, Mr. O'Keefe, Erin, your wife, anybody. I'm there for all. I'm doing for all of them too, because you know what? They're victims.
Yeah.
They were lied to.
But at the same time, Mike, if they were lied to and they know the real truth and they're still carrying on, they're not victims. They're accomplices. I'm sorry.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't know that. You know what, Paul?
How can we know this? How can we know certain facts and they don't? Mike, they know.
People can be manipulated, and if the police are telling you that this happened a certain way, and the police tell you that we found her looking for a drunk driver lawyer at searching for somebody at 1 o'clock.
They charged her with fucking alcohol-related offense. Why wouldn't you? That is the dumbest thing in the world. She's gonna look for what? What?
No.
A state lawyer?
They had to stop looking for information because because they
found
found
it.
a text. Yeah,
Right.
that's my point. Like,
Supposedly.
so they could, yeah, that's all we can tell you, Paul. But she definitely looked for, that's all we're gonna tell you. But they didn't really know the whole story. And maybe in round two things change. Maybe in round two there's been some time left behind. They went after her. They went after her civilly, right? How nervous were the McAlberts if that was able to happen and Karen was deposed civilly, right? Guess who else gets deposed?
Everybody.
Right. How nervous were they? And still, how nervous are they
But
after this is
again,
all over, after
they're
she's
not.
acquitted?
But they're not, because they have people in high places. They know a guy.
Yeah.
So that's why they're
not-
so blatantly in your face with this nonsense, because they know a guy that they get a free pass.
Shouldn't be like that, man.
I agree.
So whose head, like,
You
who
got
do
to take, what do you do? Take care of it yourself?
like, no, like, where do you start? It's at the highest of the highest level because there's so much money,
I want to show you something.
I guess we should just worry about what we have coming up this week. And I can't stop thinking about how bad they were manipulated, and then all of a sudden you believe it. And then you stop believing what they're telling you, and you're in it. I'm not going to lose, and
All right.
one of them was your ex-teammate, you played college ball together,
Mike.
that kind of shit.
Mike.
All right, I'm just trying to find.
Mike.
All right.
Where were you in relation to the vehicle at the time that you made these observations?
I was inside at the dining room table, looking out the window.
Stop.
He can't look out the window.
She said she's
Yeah.
where?
Dining room table, looking out the window.
Dining room table. Funny, there is no picture of a dining room table. Not that I see.
Julie Bagel. She's like the biggest pieces of POS, man. I'm telling you. She is a nasty person to get up there and do what she did. She had every chance to do something right. She's not part of the family, and she's ruining her life for these people. Drives me crazy.
Where'd she say she was, Mike?
At the kitchen table.
Okay. Let me share this real quick so you guys can see it. Kitchen table, huh? Living room. Dining room. Kitchen's back here. So she's in the dining room table, the two windows in the front.
She said the kitchen table, she said, bro.
That's
so
in the
back
back.
up. Yeah, right there.
It's back here.
Yeah.
So she said she's looking out front for her brother. So she's looking through these windows here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Through the living room.
And there's a door.
Yep.
That's the front door.
Yep.
Where's the side door?
Right to your right there. Yep, right there.
Here?
Yep.
So that's how she'd come out this way. Okay. So that's the path of least resistance. That's how she would come out.
Right.
And she was looking for her brother.
Yep.
I don't think, well, you might be able to see out these windows.
There's a wall there, dude. That'd be tough, man.
All right, kitchen. Where was she again?
That's where she was sitting right there.
There's the dining room right there.
There's the window, right?
All right, out
That's
front.
the back. Yep.
That's the foyer.
Yeah,
She wouldn't go out. She wouldn't go out that way. But John would come in this way because he's never been there before. He'd go to the front door. He wouldn't go to the side door.
Right.
But she would, and she's looking through these windows here, right? Out the driveway.
Yep, right there. Or the ones to the left of it.
Or these ones here.
And and then Nagel pulls up closer to my right. On this, what would I say here? Over here.
So he pulls up in the front of the house like this.
Oh, so she'd be barely. Now, if Karen's already there, and the Jeep's already there.
Karen's here. The Jeep's back here. He's going to be here in the middle.
right? Because allegedly Higgins said the Jeep was parked right next to the mailbox. I mean, there's so many different things that happen in this thing. I mean, and this is
Right.
another thing too. Like, who hires a lawyer? You're a witness, and you hire a lawyer.
Yes. Because what you say will get you in trouble, even if it's the truth, because you have to tell the truth on the stand.
Common sense would dictate that there's something smelly here. Saying.
So when I noticed looking out the window, I did notice the SUV in front of the mailbox. And then
Where's Higgins' truck?
What SUV was in front of the mailbox? Because there's Higgins, right? Her brother and Karen.
Yeah, so Higgins behind him allegedly was Nagel. Nagel never saw the Jeep. All he saw was Karen's car because he went in and looked through the Jeep to see Karen's car. He never mentions it. But go ahead.
Just real quick, everyone that's here, the QR code up in the right-hand corner, that's for our mod, Amy. She's battling breast cancer right now, and she's going to beat its butt, and we're all behind her, and we're going to help her as much as we can. That's her QR code. If you get a couple dollars, can you just send her a couple dollars and give her a loving note? She may need it. It's a tough day.
Everybody's saying that Higgins was parked in the street at Kelleher's house, but from what I remember in testimony, and I'll go back and watch it today, he lifted the plow halfway up in front of the mailbox.
Listen, it wasn't even snowing then. But Mike, if he was parked at Kelleher's, that makes sense. It does make sense because you wouldn't be able to get down the street with two people parked. One person would be able to pass in between the cars. A plow blade won't. A vehicle can, a plow won't. So that's why Lucky didn't go down it.
Oh, you mean I'm talking about when maybe later on it could have been. I'm talking about at the time John was dropped off. It was parked in front of the mailbox because remember, if you watch the Higgins testimony, he tells you that his blade was halfway up.
Never across the street. It's correct. I heard the same thing. So if that's the case, right? Looking at the house, the first thing is Higgins' Jeep.
Right.
Karen would have to come up and pull in front of the Jeep.
Yep.
And when somebody came behind her,
they'd have to look through the Jeep.
They pulled up, and they probably pulled up behind the Jeep. Karen, she knew who owned the Jeep, obviously, right?
Yep.
So she pulled up further, knowing that the people behind were probably going to stay and they can't block the driveway. So she pulled up further to give them room to go around the Jeep. That's exactly where John was found. And you're telling me the F-150 that's behind Karen, that's lifted up in the air, that pulled in, they had to pull in to go around the Jeep. Mike, think about that, right? You got to go around the Jeep, and the headlights are going to come in, right? And you're going to see the entire freaking yard from above, right?
That's right.
And you're gonna turn. You're gonna see exactly where John was, but he wasn't there.
I don't think the Jeep was there either.
There's something wrong with this whole thing, but let's continue. Pulled up a little bit in front of the yard, and then stopped, and then pulled up again towards the flagpole.
See what I'm saying? Karen saw the vehicle come up behind her, the truck.
And then she
knew people were coming out.
Right.
So she pulled forward even more so the truck could come up, and the truck would have seen exactly where John was last seen. Correct?
Yes.
About what time, if you know, did you send that text to your brother about getting picked up?
I'd probably say a little after, probably like 15 minutes after midnight.
Did he reach out to you at any point to let you know that he was?
Yes, he did text me saying that he was outside.
So you go outside to where your brother was, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so at the time that you were talking to your brother, the pickup truck, was the SUV still there?
I don't believe so. No. No, he was like fully outside already, and then I went out, and it was just Ricky's truck. The SUV wasn't there when my brother was there. It was like before. Like when I was inside, I noticed it.
What? The SUV wasn't there.
He struck. The SUV wasn't there when my brother was there.
Can somebody put that into my language? Because I'm freaking dumb. I don't understand what she's saying.
Because
Anybody?
Nagel drives by Karen and she has the interior light on, and she's messing with their steering wheel 10 and 2. Both his girlfriend and he said that. So how does Nagel not see it? Some people are gonna be in trouble, man.
Oops.
Ouch. Ouch. I know, like, so Josh, you're seeing what we're seeing, bro. You read, and we're here on YouTube. You got all. I mean, that TUI report is going to be huge on this next round. Instead of 33,000 pages.
Here's everything.
It's 4,500 pages of new stuff.
Mike, think of what they're going to give. It's all out now, right? All the cards coming out.
Yeah.
Think of what Josh can give the defense.
Yep. And you get Farwell that knew something about this stuff that's locked up, begging for his life. He's coming out the 4th. Tomorrow, Divine has a post-commission, dude.
Tomorrow?
Divine, yeah, tomorrow, post-commission. I think it's just
yeah, he's temporarily in custody. How they gonna? What are they gonna? They say he's qualified still to be a cop? Come on, people.
So he's on tomorrow at 9:00 too. So he gets some Divine being on the post. Someone wants
You're making me want a sandwich now. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Can you believe that?
Joseph's, it's his fault.
I turned around.
You know, that's a New England thing, by the way. Fluff. They don't have that in Florida. Fluffernutter. I have to send Fluff to my buddy in Florida.
Yes, Trump's press secretary is from Massachusetts. You're right.
You know, and it's funny. Somebody may have an ear to this person. Just saying. Just saying. That's his new press secretary. She's freaking awesome.
She's got juice. Trust me, she's got juice.
Uh-huh.
They meet every day.
And again,
they talk every day.
Are we not blessed to have people on our side? What?
It's karma, man. That's karma. She's my aunt. That's karma, man. Like, I just can't wait for, oh, hey, listen, the flyby at New England yesterday, the three choppers go by, and then they came by Canton afterwards, and it was like there were only 2 of them. But I was like, I can't wait to hear that sound someday in the morning.
Overhead.
Tuesday. Just
Yep.
And they're landing in a baseball field.
Oh my. Huh.
I think Nick Rocco said Julie is supposed to go to the movie building this week. Comment went by so fast, not sure. I mean, if you're not family, what are you doing? And I'm not telling anybody to do anything, but
you got all to lose and nothing to gain.
Nothing to gain.
Nothing.
Like, that's why I think BH.
Actually, that's not true, Mike. If someone stepped up, they have a lot to gain. I think they gain respect from a lot of people, right? Thank God. Thank you, God. She knows about Sandra and Delgado. Thank you, God. Because Mike, how do you explain those 3 cases to someone that doesn't know? How do you begin? Where do you begin?
Well, here's the thing about being a blue state, and obviously we've been Democrat for a long time.
It don't matter. People are dead over that.
My point being is that if he wants to make an impact here as a Republican, this is what you do.
Oh, he can change the state in the red without a doubt.
Right.
He can.
Right.
If anyone, he can. And you know what? I'd love to have even 5 minutes, RVA. If you can get me 5 minutes with the press secretary, I could give us some background, and it would be a big. This is a layup with like help. The net's twice the size. This is how big of an easy shot this is. Okay. Just throw it up there. It'll go. It's magnetic. We'll help you out. 5 minutes. And she knows about them people, but there's a lot that I know that I can't come out and publicly say. Just 5 minutes I could talk, and it would be a different animal.
Then you have Maura Healy with the migrant hotels.
Yeah.
And Jess Machado been reporting on that. I mean, every week you have a fentanyl bus with guns and kids
rape charges. Yep.
Enough.
Mike, we can do better. I
Yeah.
know we can. I know we can. Did you see what happened up in the North Shore? Some kids broke into a liquor store, trashed it, broke everything. The next day, the residents were there helping the owners clean it all up. They wiped down every single bottle that wasn't broken. They cleaned all the shelves. The residents is amazing. That is what we're about here, right?
Nothing was stolen. Nothing was stolen.
No, they weren't there to take anything. They were just here to help clean up the mess. It was
No,
such
the
a
people
beautiful.
that broke in.
Oh, they just trashed it?
Trashed. They didn't even steal anything.
Jesus.
Nothing was missing.
Wow.
So I was like, this wasn't a competitor? Or what are they doing? I mean,
why? Why trash a liquor store? What did it do to you?
These migrant hotels, though, the money they're getting, the food that we're spending a year, like big contracts are going out to food companies to supply these people meals and stuff.
That's why they're in the hotels, so that the people that are doing what you're talking about are getting paid. They're doing favors. Yep.
Big time.
Yep.
Big time. And they're politically connected companies.
Yep.
That give donations back.
No big contracts, blah, blah, blah.
Yep. I read an article about what the food service people are getting to feed these people, and it was astronomical, the amount of money they're getting paid. I forget the number, but it was in the hundreds of millions,
And again, Mike, we can do better. I know we're
a sanctuary state, Maura Healy has done nothing great, man. She's done a couple of Dunkin' Donut commercials, spun a couple basketballs. She's not running the state police the right way. She's not holding DAs accountable. Migrant hotels are a mess. The drug abuse in the Boston Common that time we were staying at the State House was disgusting.
The friggin' Mass and Cass is up and running again.
Yeah, we went by. That's enough. I don't know, man.
But
I don't think she gets reelected again, to be honest with you. But
I don't see it. I honestly don't see it.
No. But yeah, you got a few motels in Woburn. Yep. Market basket with migrants. Yeah, it's pretty bad out there, man. Imagine if Canton became one.
Yeah.
She's saving the busy beaver.
Yeah. So, but again, right? We focus. Everything else is just noise, right? Look we're already off. It's funny how we can go off on tangents like that. All right. Tangent one, up in the right-hand corner, Amy's QR code. Anybody, please, whatever you can do for my girl, Amy. She's got a tough battle against, and we're going to help her fight.
Single mother, man.
Yep.
I mean,
single mom.
So there's a lot of love to be there. So, yeah, a lot of people. Imagine living in Canton and not being able to, to go out and do your normal thing without looking over your shoulder. Someone made a great post. I think it was Dixie Normus.
Matter of fact,
the gas station that Chris would have walked by would have caught him on film that night, and no one pulled it.
Imagine that.
No, I couldn't believe that. I'm like, he's right. He would have walked right past that Shell gas station, which has tons of video all over it, and no one pulled it. Just crazy, because they didn't want to pull it off. I know why they didn't want to pull it, but.
Let's do this, because you want some truth? Here's some truth. Are you ready? Back to Karen. Bang. If Colin left before midnight, he would have certainly beat Chris home.
Oh yeah. He did. We know what happened. Julie. They states the speakers, and they're in the kitchen ceiling. Caitlin and said her mom got the speakers, and Coco said the music a little on later.
So they're saying that the speakers are inside the house, in the kitchen. Where's the kitchen? Recessed.
It's in the way back, remember?
Is it like an Alexa or something?
Oh yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
see anything in the ceiling. I see
what is,
1,
what's
2, 3
Caitlin-
lights.
What does
That may
Caitlin
be a
say?
speaker. All right.
Oh
So
Jesus, she looks tired, man. My God.
oh, I lost it. Where am I? There we go. Is this it? Yep.
Yeah, here are the cameras right there.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, but look at this. This is what I'm saying. John would have been on the lawn and the truck would have seen him, especially with the height of the truck. She testified that Karen's SUV wasn't outside when she was talking to her brother, which means Karen had already left. So riddle me this. Wouldn't John already be on the ground?
Yeah, according to her.
And the F-150 is high enough in the truck's turn, in the way the road turns, they would have seen John at the flagpole.
Oh my God, dude.
Get it? Doesn't make sense for them to say what they're saying. No. Absolutely hard no.
She just blew it up.
Done.
And she can't change her story. She can't change her story. She's got to. So you lied the first time, or you're remembering now over time. You remember something that's more clearly in your mind over 2 years. Okay, okay.
Look at the cameras here.
Chris would have walked right by. I've been like, I go to that gas station.
Yeah.
You would have. There's Dunkin' Donuts inside there. You would have had to walk right by there. And there's no way.
Would she also be on video buying donuts and stuff to put in the car that's not in the driveway?
If that's the Dunkin' Donuts she went to, I would imagine you're right. That would have been the Dunkin' Donuts.
Pretty much on camera would verify her story, but no.
Yeah, buddy. Good point. Good point.
Oh.
Good point. Oh.
Not yet confirmed, but my sources on the Upper Cape are providing me with information about Higgins. Allegedly, Higgins and his girlfriend were asked to leave the Daniel Webster Inn in Sandwich Friday night. I am told they got into an extremely loud argument with a patron. Wow. Hello?
Starting to crack, dude. Was the patron wearing a Karen Reed t-shirt?
You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. Wow.
No, you have to know if you go out, man, and people you're recognizable. People are gonna say it. They don't care.
Oh, dude, I get noticed. I can't go anywhere without someone stopping and saying hi to me, which I love, by the way.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, I mean, minutes after. I mean,
yeah. Well, then we saw Kerry Roberts going the other way and give us the middle finger.
Yep.
And there's another person that's going to be cross-examined real hard by Peter Alisi coming around if we go to court too. Trial
Tears. Mike, you see this right here? She's not even in the frame. So what she's saying is wrong.
I know. They were allegedly seeing the Our Father in the back of the cruiser, and
they're praying now, right?
Yeah, come on.
Holding hands. They're holding hands, Mike.
Yeah. Look at the natural reaction on Karen. I mean, just you know, the natural concern. Look at
oh my
that
God.
fucks her up.
Listen, how do you process that, Mike? Like, you just pulled up and it's him, like, and he's not doing good. How do you process that? How do you get that in your brain and think, like, how? Like,
how did this happen?
Yeah. Did I maybe, like, how do you process that? You can't.
There's Kerry coming in behind Jen right there.
Look at the time. 6:14. He's going to get his phone or a blanket.
Yeah, the whole John's phone thing is starting to really grab some traction. Like, who had it?
The phone was under him. It was.
I know.
No.
It was placed under him.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. She got the blanket.
And the phone, you think, or
why else? Yeah, there's no other time she goes over there.
Right.
So this is when she would have had to give the phone to a cop, which is standing to her right in front of her.
And she doesn't.
No, we're gonna fold the blanket, put it in. Yeah. We're not giving the phone to anybody now, right? We're just walking around with it. Oh, by the way, hey, I got a phone. It's his.
I'm just surprised like the EMT didn't find it when they lifted him up.
EMT just moved to Brockton, which I think he's gonna have a bad career there too.
Not all. Timothy, not
Yep.
all. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck with that.
Who
He
was
left
called
Canton.
in that he was called in that night at 1:00 in the morning or something like that, 12:00 at night he wanted to get there early for the snowstorm, by the way.
Yeah.
He wasn't even supposed to be on until the morning.
Mike.
Remember when Goody moved his vehicle and there were only 2 cars in the driveway? Yeah, where is the other car?
Where were the donuts left? Now, Mike, think about this, right? This is where it would have lined up. Karen, watch when this goes back again. Think of you coming down the street, the opposite direction. You're coming this way with the headlights. That's a car that's in front of the driveway. That's a car that's in front of the mailbox. Karen would have pulled her car up here.
Yeah, but facing the other way.
Correct.
Yeah.
So where this car is where Karen would have parked, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, where's the third car?
Not there. You know who else isn't there?
Who?
The people that are in the house.
What do you mean?
They didn't come out of the house at all.
This one's good right here, dude.
Yeah.
When she said, I hit him, that was at the scene in response to an officer asking questions.
Correct. So the only statement you attributed to my client the day after this incident was those 3 words, is he dead, that she continually repeated. Is that right? Yes. Thank you.
And I was able to ask, did anybody see anything? What happened? And there was one individual that replied several times, I hit him.
You claim to have heard this statement, I hit him,
Yes.
several times from the woman with the blood on her face.
Correct.
Are you saying anything else that you recall?
To me, I heard, I hit him.
Karen Reed was to my right. There was another woman to the left of me, kind of across from her. And then there was a police officer kind of not directly across from me, but within the same kind of area that was more closer to Karen, I would say.
Did you hear her say, could I have hit him?
I heard, I hit him.
That's what you believe at this point.
That's what I heard.
When she said,
Nope.
I forgot that he said that he heard that. I forgot that. See, there's so much.
He said he had to cut the fluffy jacket off of him too, but there was no fluffy jacket. It would be feathers everywhere.
Yeah, he had like on a puffy jacket, and he was like,
Yep.
And we heard about his whole career, how much snow was on the front deck, how he got there early. He wasn't supposed to be there till 7 a.m, but he came down early because it's a bit of a drive. And now he's not working in Canton anymore.
Not working in Canton anymore. Wait till the Brockton people find out what he's been involved with.
Oh, they Googled his ass. They know.
Wow.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yep. All right, so everybody, listen real quick. Members, we having a if you please subscribe, please. You want to become a member? Yeah. That's even great. That's even better. Members are great.
We doing the no members? We having no members only?
Members only Wednesday.
All right.
Wednesday shows members only.
All right.
Tomorrow we have court. We'll start streaming 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Oh, I love it.
Yep. Get you on the ride in.
Long day, people. It's gonna be a long Tommy.
Take a look at the weather report to me. Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, 17 degrees.
This is what I think of when I go outside and it's really cold for a long time. I think about John sitting out there, still alive, with the snow coming down on his face, like little snowflakes coming down, and he's just sitting there, right, saying, "What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened?"
And they never come out of the house, Mike.
Makes me sad. Makes me fucking pissed. Ugh.
He was another cop, and you never come out of the house. I can't.
And then to have all these people in power within the town make it seem a certain way. It just
And it's like it's
drives me.
okay. It's just no problem. Got this
Yeah,
one.
we got this. I've done it before.
Yeah.
We got to do this, right?
Yeah, I got this.
You picked the wrong person. Yeah, I've done
Mike.
a C7. Yeah. Yep.
The guy who we just watched his dash cam, who was at the scene, he was a lieutenant. He never wrote a freaking report about what he did that day.
Which one?
Deputy Chief Kelleher knew John was across the street before the cops got there. He knew.
Yeah.
He called and corrected the dispatcher.
That's right. He says it's not 32, it's 34. You're right.
He corrected the dispatcher. He knew what was across the street. He never come out of the house. He was awake.
That's right.
No excuse. He had video of the whole incident. But you know what that he has? That video he has is his evidence and his blackmail to get him to chief. That's what that is. He's going to be the next chief. No questions asked. He's got that video. You shitting me? He's got that video. Raid that freaking house, man. Raid it. He's got that. I'm sure of it. 100%.
People are agreeing with you, bro. People like I think there's a neighbor down the street that had some video too.
Possibly.
Yeah.
That'd be great for Times, wouldn't it?
This is like so interesting, man. This whole thing, and I know it sucks for the Reed family, but man, we got you.
Yep.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do everything we can. Keep it in the mainstream. Do the standouts. Talk about it. Talk to our families. Get on shows. And I love how the creators have come together.
Oh, isn't that great to watch?
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Kudos to a lot of people there for.
Yeah, it was a good show last night. Brian had a good show with Mike from the Young Jerks and Mazza Media.
There you go.
They had a great show last night. It was really good. And again, like, are we blessed to have these people on our side? Like, you, Mike, the smartest people, the most caring, the most thoughtful type of people we have.
So another thing I wanted to talk about is that Kate Peters video that she dropped about that was completely a smear campaign video.
That's all it is, Mike.
And we on our side, we just produce facts with court statements with the police logs. Not once did she show a police log or anybody testifying in favor of anything she was saying.
It's just noise, and no matter what she does, it's all revolving around her hatred for this guy named Turtle Boy, Aiden Canny. She hates him. She hates him. I hate him. I hate him. That is her only goal. That's it.
Yeah.
Mike, her life is putting Aiden down because he didn't hit on her. He didn't like her, and she felt whatever. She's freaking nasty, man. You see her? She can't even. Her leg walks like this, right? She's just a nasty, vile human.
And back to Aiden real quick. I watched the show and about people, calling him the R word and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? That's pretty bad and stuff. But then I thought about it. I'm like, well, his kids are gonna get older and they're gonna know what Google's all about. They're gonna Google Dad. And who wants that stuff out there about him that's not true? Your kid's gonna read it. Kids' friends, kids' parents, himself even. It's just degrading and it's wrong. And he has every right to sue the pants off anybody.
Bingo!
He's got it on video. He has it on tape.
Screenshots, baby. Screenshots, right? And we have proof of everything. Ooh.
And now, so going forward, like say 10 years from now, his kids are getting ready to go to college, and the people Google.
Oh, Mike, the biggest story is going to be the biggest story is going to be the effort to try and cover it up. The cover up is the problem, right? It's so obvious. The cover up, and they got Kate Peter leading it.
And to call them those names in public like that and print it and post it.
Yep.
Oh, that's just, what are you doing? Like. Now he says
they call me all sorts of stuff. I get screenshots and they're all filed and they're all submitted and verified. And
imagine if you guys put you, Turtle Boy, another creator, and you win as a class action suit against these people.
Exactly. I'm in.
They never have a dollar for the rest of their lives. Every dollar they ever earned would be seized. And they know, and TB knows that they have nothing. It's not the point. They just did it to hurt him and his family. And
no other reason, dude.
He's not thinking about so much today. He's thinking about 10 years from now with his kids.
Again, the biggest story is going to be what they tried to do to cover it all up and the extents that they went through, Mike. I could write a book on what I've already been through already. My retirement's gone. They took my freaking retirement.
I heard. Yeah, I know.
That's $100,000 they took from me.
We'll get it back. We'll get it back somehow. We'll get it back. I'm not going to stop that.
I'm more than happy to trade that to see them get them bracelets put on. Yeah. More than welcome. I'll take the, you know what? Keep it. I'm good. That's better.
Yeah. Even
Marianne.
Even Plevin attacking
100,000 they get whacked. Took it.
Even Plevin attacking you like that.
For no reason whatsoever. Just to throw it out there. Because of what? Because Nathan said something nice about me. He told the truth, right?
So right there, if you're a cognitive thinking person, should tell you something is bad with this whole thing. Here's Tom getting praises about going to church, praying with God, and you have a Plevin or Kevin saying how much of a bad person you are. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Where do you get your information from?
They have to go to that extreme. But that's the by them doing that, right? You can tell that it's all about the cover up.
Yes. And then he mentions that he talks to Chrissy every day and this all the time. So it's coming right from that side.
Yep.
And I think the more Chrissy talks, the more trouble he's getting into, because he wasn't home.
Keep talking, baby.
He wasn't home when Colin was there.
So you know what's kind of messed up, Mike? And I think we're talking about Chris here. Once you go out in public, there's no protection. You're in the public. No, so whatever's said in the public, whether there's somebody there or not, it's public. So if he was caught on a security camera saying things, we'll say that he didn't know the security camera was there, and they got caught doing stuff like that. Well, because it's video, you catch audio with that. So once you leave the back of the pizza store, it's a little different. Gotcha. Did anyone ever call Dunkin's to see if they were open during the storm? Wow.
You're going to find
out. Damn, Amber, good question. Wow. I never thought about that. Remember? But I think Dunkin's is always open for that.
Well, she was there at 8:30 in the morning, so it was, the snow was pretty much over by that time. It could be. I'm not sure. Remember, she dropped them off at like 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning, or where it was. The snow was winding down by then, but I don't know.
That's what my retirement was over that. Trust me, it was over that number, and they took it. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, it's only money, right? We'll get it back. Like even like we
call that an investment.
Turtle Boy said the other night, he's like, you know what? If it comes down to money, we'll find a way to raise the money. We always do.
We have to. We have to, because that's it. We have to fight this as a group, because this affects everybody, right? And it really does. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about Brian. It's about everybody. I mean, Sandra. Forgot about her. Craig Casey. Forgot about him. Right?
Justin
Lady in the Pond guy. Pond lady.
I know. Nothing ever. No one talks about that dude.
How?
Jane Doe found in Ponkapog Pond. Nothing ever spoke about it. Lady in her 60s. And like you said, there is a path of something like a
there's paper trail. She's somebody. Exactly. Absolutely.
But no one.
She had to have a cell phone.
Right. No one's
with the bill call, right? No one. They don't care. No
one's looking into it. And that happened in Canton, people. A Jane Doe was found in Ponkapog Pond. She's 62 years old, female, and nothing has ever been talked about.
Somebody's mother, someone's wife, who knows? But
It's
unbelievable. They
Just
don't
fucking-
even. It's
fucking crazy, dude.
yeah.
It's fucking. It's almost like we had 8 bodies in 8 years. Did the math. Brian Albert drove the Ford Edge that Lucky saw, then drive to get Julie, and Julie drove Brian back in the Ford Edge and brought the mysterious donuts.
Awesome.
Tom,
That's
my aunt's
awesome.
calling after work today. Oh, Tommy,
Nice.
Would that be interesting, Tom?
5 minutes. Just need 5 minutes. Because I can say things. I can say things to that person I can't say here.
Yeah.
But
Wow,
whatever. I mean,
that's
God works in
fucking
funny ways, right?
That's fucking juice, dude.
That's good. We'll see what happens.
It's juice.
I would
That
love
is-
to just get 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, and that's all I can do, right?
You better write something down today that you want to say in 5 minutes, and not
I
get
think-
distracted. You know.
Well, I
'Cause
might
you might open your mouth and be like,
I think I
know?
can handle this one. I got this one. I think.
all right.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, guys. It's been a
You wanna
show.
call-
2 hours. My
time.
rear end's hurting.
wow, 2 hours already, dude.
Just
Time
like
flies
that.
by.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
You guys are wonderful, freaking awesome people. And
Tomorrow's
again,
a big day.
we can't do this without you guys. Kelly, thank you for being a member.
Yeah.
Man, I love the memberships, and I love you
So-
guys. Just the likes and the thumbs up. It's pretty awesome.
Members only on Wednesday, Shelby. That's right. And tomorrow court at 7 a.m. The
Yes.
drive-in.
Tomorrow,
All right.
tomorrow
How many
morning,
people how many people are watching, bro?
we have 715. We
How
have
many- how many on Twitter?
172.
Nice, man. Nice.
Pretty good. Yeah. And then 445. Guys,
we're
we
over
just hit 5,000, by the way. We hit 5,000 subscribers. So we're happy with that. You know what the next goal is, right?
10,000.
Go to 10.
Oh, let's go to 8. Let's make it 7,500.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
That's a good goal.
So we've been doing this like 6 months now, I would say, right?
Yeah, about that.
So yeah.
Yeah,
You know what?
it works.
I'm happy. Remember when we first started out, dude? I was working with a cell phone out of my wife's office. All right.
Dude, we've come a long way, and we're gonna get even better.
Man.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, I'm gonna let you wrap it up with your little closing arguments. Closing arguments with Tom CPU, folks.
And we see
I'll
you in the
guys-
morning.
See you in the morning, man. Get your coffee. Get your popcorn ready. Here we go.
Oh my. Well, thank you all for being here. Really, I'm very honored and blessed that you guys watch. Again, I can't stress enough about Amy, Maud. Even $1 with a nice little note or something. You know, the QR code's up in the corner over there. She's just an absolutely fabulous, wonderful mom. She's a great person. We're gonna do what we can to help her out. So that's that. I think it's from being out in the wind on Friday. It was wicked windy out. I think it's windburn. When I was fishing, professional fishing, I had my sunglasses, and I'd take my sunglasses off, and I had raccoon eyes, all white around my eyes. So, all right, guys, I'm getting a knock. I gotta run. Talk to you all later.